For more football talk, let's welcome in author, former Heisman Trophy winner, and former Knicks point guard Charlie Ward. Charlie, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me, Michelle.
Let's talk some football here. The Jets, they need a quarterback. Would you go all out for Kirk Cousins, or should they look elsewhere?
Well, Kirk Cousins is a good option, depending upon where they think their team is. If they feel like they're on the cusp of making the playoffs and possibly going to the Super Bowl, then I would go with Kirk Cousins because he's experienced and he's proven. I think they are close. They may be a quarterback away, so I would definitely make that a reality.
But on the flip side, if the Jets do decide to go through that draft, who do you think of the candidates that are available would be the best fit at quarterback?
Well, of course, I'm biased, I guess, to Heisman Trophy winners, but also I think Baker Mayfield would be a good fit for being here in New York, because in order to play here, playing 9.5 seasons with the Knicks, you definitely have to have a mentality that fits, and he fits. He has the right mentality for to be able to play here in New York.
We're going to talk now about some basketball and, of course, your old team. The Knicks have 3 point guards to play with right now. Who do you like? What do you think is unique about each one of them?
I don't know how long-term that is, having 3 quality young point guards. And so it'll be interesting to see how they maneuver that situation. Because I know when I came into the NBA, there was a backlog at the point guard spot, but a few of those guys were older. With this situation, they are all younger guys and probably want to play. And so I don't see them keeping all 3 guys.
Well, before we let you go, you recently wrote a new book called The Athlete. Tell us about it. Tell us why you decided to write it.
Well, this is a book that I've been trying to write for 5 years. And I was fortunate John Finkel came along and asked me if he could tell my story. And, you know, it's a story about embracing the process of what success looks like to me. And I'm grateful that I was able to share my story, because a lot of times when I went out to talk and speak around the country, people ask me if I had a book. And so now I can share with them that I do have a book, and some of the stories in it, they can read and see how my success happened. A lot of times they see the outcome, but they really don't see the struggle to get there. And so the book kind of shares and lays out all of that, from my mom and dad to where I am today, my wife and 3 kids, and coaching high school sports.
Well, it's certainly good stuff. Thank you so much for joining me, Charlie.
Thanks for having me.